Hello guys, I am very aware that it is already Wednesday. We were there on Saturday. There's a whole load of days that have gone past and I just haven't had time. So today we're going to go for one hack, one intro, one outro and a whole load of Windsor in the middle. Enjoy! You can imagine. Let me start from the beginning. Let me tell you all about it. So we last year when we went, a lovely lady called Karen put us up. I think I've said all this on previous vlogs. She put us up in a well, at her home. I say us. She put Bean up at her home address in Staines, which is approximately 17 minutes from Royal Windsor, which is perfect. So at the bottom of her garden, if you like, is a travel lodge, which is absolutely perfect. So about 3 minutes drive away is a lovely little travel lodge. I mean, as lovely as travel lodges can get. They're not quite a Premier Inn, but you know what, it did the job, and it just meant that we could travel down on the Friday afternoon, get Bean settled in for the evening for a very, very early start on Saturday morning. But Friday came with its own issues because Friday I didn't seem to be able to get anywhere fast, and going from leaving at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, we didn't leave till 2 o'clock in the afternoon, which just put us on the back foot really the whole way, and we ended up hitting traffic and everything, all in all, we ended up getting there at about 6 o'clock in the evening. Mum and I were hardcore. We went the whole way through without a stop. So of course we were both busting for the loo when we got there, and we're like, Karen, we need your toilet. But on top of that, it was Mum's birthday. So bless her little heart. She spent the whole of her birthday in the car. I say the whole of her birthday, 4 hours of it, bless her little heart, in the car, stuck with me. And our tunes the whole way down, but we didn't stop nattering, and actually it was quite a fairly straightforward journey, albeit a little bit heavy with traffic. So we got there, we settled Bean in, and actually she didn't settle quite as well as last year, and I think I don't know what it was, she just seemed a little less happy than last year. The stables are lovely, it's lovely and quiet there, and she's only got like her own ponies and a couple of donkeys, so it's a lovely little setup. And actually, once we'd done the hay net and made sure she was comfortable, she'd started to calm down. And so then we decided, once she was happy, that we would head off to the hotel and check in. Well, I'd booked a table for 7:30, so you can imagine time is now ticking. And we've been there at 6. We've had to settle Bean in, we've had to sort out hay nets and everything else. So yeah, time was ticking. And I kept looking at my watch thinking, are we going to make this 7:30 table? But more importantly, is Bean happy? So she was the most important person in the world, other than my mum, whose birthday it was. So we were arranging to meet my sister and my cousin and her daughter, which I don't know what that makes her really. Would she be like a second cousin? I don't know. I've kind of just referred to her as my niece because it was easier to say niece, and I kind of felt like she is my niece. So my cousin Lisa and her daughter Sophie came along as well, and they met us at the hotel, and we all went out for some dinner together, which was absolutely lovely. Well, Mum decides she's going to have a cider because we can walk back to the hotel. It literally was like a 2-minute walk, and of course she was drunk after about 2 sips of Recorder-Lig, which was quite funny. So I mean, none of us are big drinkers. In fact, none of us really drink. I say none of us. Mum and I don't really drink. So it was quite funny to watch her getting slightly drunk on a couple of sips of Recorder-Lig, but we had a good giggle and a lovely dinner. And then I looked at my watch and found it was nearly 10 o'clock at night, and I still had to go back, check up on Bean, do her hay nets, do her feed and plait her mane. Headed off down to Karen's yard at about 10 o'clock at night. Luckily Karen does not mind. She is very, very accommodating and actually came out to see me, and we had a little chat and a catch up. She showed me her YouTube videos of her and her lovely cob called Peggy Sue dancing to some 60s music in their dressage to music. Do you know what? She is good for the soul, is Karen. She's a really, really lovely person. And yeah, it was lovely to catch up with her. And I met her lovely partner called Kieran, who was also ex... Now, I don't want to get it wrong because I know that they get insulted. I want to say ex-cavalry, but don't quote me because I'm not great. It may have been, I don't think it was, yes, I think it was cavalry. Anyway, so we all chatted and it was lovely. So then I made my way back to the hotel, and of course everyone had piled back to our room and were there sitting and eating, scoffing on cupcakes and having cups of tea without me. So yeah, I promptly joined in with that and then got to bed at about, I think it was like 1:45 in the morning, and my alarm was set for 4 a.m. So yeah, that's literally the only sleep I got in the travel lodge was like, well, about 3 hours. Never mind, it was a good 3 hours. So yes, the alarm was set for 4 a.m. and we all tootled off to see, tootled, is that even a word? We tootled off to see Bean at Karen's and get her ready. So my lovely sister Sam mucked out for me. Oh, it's nice to have a groom. I think I need to get in on this. Like, I need to be professional enough to afford a groom. I love it. It's really nice. Like, I love doing Bean myself, but sometimes it's just handy to have people waiting on you. So I liked that. Yeah, she mucked out while I got Bean ready. Luckily, she hadn't laid down in any poo and was fairly clean for a little grey mare. She keeps herself fairly clean most of the time. So we managed to leave on time, and I think we got to Windsor about 6:15 in the morning, where we promptly grabbed our wristbands and headed off to the course to walk it. So of course it is an early start because the class starts at 7:30 in the morning. 7:30. Yeah, so we've all got to get there early to walk this blooming course and make sure we know it. Anyway, it luckily only consisted of like 9 fences, which, I mean, if any of you go BS, you know that we normally have to remember at least 12. So a 9 fence course was actually quite nice. To be honest, I didn't speak about anything I thought was contentious because I just wiped it from my brain and thought there's no point worrying. And actually, a little gem from Karen herself was, I love this. She said this to me on the Friday night. She said, "Do you know what, Nikki? Even if you lose, would you love her any less?" And I thought, no, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't love her any less. And actually, I took that with me for the whole of the day because that's all I kept saying to myself was, it doesn't matter about the result. I'm not going to love her any less. We are here. We're here at Royal Windsor, and that is something to be absolutely proud of. Yeah, I absolutely loved that, and I kind of thought I'm going to take that with me wherever I go now. And it sounds so simple, and probably a lot of you are thinking, well, yeah, that's obvious. But I'd never really thought of it like that. And you know when some people just say things and you think, I don't know, it's like a penny drops, doesn't it? It's like literally a light bulb moment that you think, yeah, you're right. Oh my God, yes, exactly that. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what the result is. I'm taking home the horse that I love. And I'm not saying she's better than anybody else or, you know, anybody else's horse. She's just the one that I want to take home at the end of the day. You know, as probably all you lot for your own horses, you love them deeply and wouldn't want to swap them for the world. And I'm glad that we all feel like that because that's how we should feel. Yeah, and so funnily enough, I had that going around in my head as I was getting ready, as I was walking the course. Everything. It literally was the theme of the day. And then when I went to get changed into my uniform, I said to my sister, I think I'm going to put some music on because music really is, for me, is quite emotive. Like I find that, I don't know if you guys do it, if you drive into music and it's a certain type of music, you sometimes drive a bit faster, or obviously I never break the speed limit, obviously, but you get your foot down a little bit, or maybe it chills you out and you drive slowly and you suddenly think, oh God, I'm like pootling along, tootling and pootling. I certainly do. And so yeah, like for example, if I'm in the gym, you've got to have the right music on, haven't you, to give you that vibe, to give you the I don't know, whatever it is, that adrenaline. And so that's what I'm going to go and put some music on and just listen to some tunes. And I literally opened my Spotify, press play, and you'll all laugh. It was Eye of the Tiger. Not Katy Perry, like my daughter said. She was like, what? I got the eye of the tiger. I was like, no, Scarlett. Eye of the Tiger, Survivor. Yes. And so it reminded me of Mr. Foley, because he is always playing that and he absolutely loves it. So that immediately put my belly in the right place, because I was like, yeah, I can do this. This is Eye of the Tiger. This is Survivor. I'm definitely ready for this. Ready for the world. And then, to top it all off, fence number 9, interesting fact, was a peacock. It had peacock fillers, like peacock feathers. It was beautiful, really, really pretty fence. And peacocks are a massive thing in our little family. We all love them. I have desperately wanted to own one for years. I'm not allowed because they're too noisy, so I keep getting told the neighbours will hate us. And I'm like, oh, but I love them. I really love them. And my mum's got them on her wall. She's got pictures of them on her wall. We really are a peacock family. So it was a peacock, and I just thought, yeah, this is our year. We are going to go clear, Beanie. Well, I won't spoil it for you. You can watch the footage. But we may have gone clear at Windsor. How excited! Honestly, I couldn't have been any more proud of this little grey girl. She is a superstar, and you know, from where we've come and the sort of, if you like, the obstacles we've had to get over, to face, to climb, to sometimes feel like I'm not going to get over them, to be, you know, to have the struggles that we've had of late. I could not have been any happier. Yeah, I was super over the moon with that result. I'm not ashamed to say I was super proud. And why shouldn't you be? You know, I think we're too quick to always put ourselves down and you know, say, oh, I could have done this or I could have done that. No, sod it. Be proud. Be proud of what you've done. Be proud of your achievements, and, you know, enjoy the process of getting there, because life's too short, and as we're finding out through lots of sadness that we have in our lives, you know, you only get one chance at all this, and then it's too late. So yeah, enjoy it, be proud of it. Looking at some of the other girls' social medias, they are amazing. What amazing ladies that they are, to be out there doing that. You know, we absolutely smashed it at the weekend. 4 out of the top 6 were police teams. That's a massive achievement. We should be super proud of that. You know, to be going up against the army and the RAF and the Navy, it's an absolute honour to compete against those people. They are absolute pros, and you know, I feel privileged to be there, and I'm very grateful to Forces Equine for giving us this opportunity to do that. And I absolutely loved the little team I was on with, you know, 2 of the ladies that I am now really good friends with, and I only met them last year at Windsor, and they've now become 2 of my closest friends. They, you know, because you bond over stuff and you end up doing these events together, and you get to know one another, and actually you're thrown in at the deep end into some of your most vulnerable places, aren't you? And I always think they're the best friendships that you build are with people that you've been vulnerable with. So yeah, they're a great bunch of people. I think I've said it in previous posts. I am very lucky to be surrounded by such positive and supportive people. Enjoy this video, and I'll see you all next week. Oh my God, it's Windsor Day. We're off to Windsor. We should have left about an hour ago. So never mind. It's Mum's birthday. She's in the background dressed all in pink. We are literally just about to leave. Load up Bean. Oh look, I've got hair on my cap. Thanks to Maggie. Yeah, we're about to load up and get on our way. So I reckon it'll take us about 4 hours to get there. So I've told Karen we'll be there around 5-ish, 4:30, 5-ish. We'll see. We've got packed lunch on the way. We're ready to go. Fingers crossed she'll stay clean for the journey and I won't have to do too much when we get there. But excited. I am excited. I'm nervous actually. I think I'm, you know, like when you just need to get somewhere and then you'll be fine. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing everybody, but it's that trek down that I'm not overly looking forward to. So I will update you all later when we get there and we're settled and let you know how we get on. We've arrived. Beanie's here. Ah, little Bean. She travelled so well, and the traffic was absolutely horrendous on the last part of our journey. M25, as per usual, was chock-a-block. So she's here. We're here. We're here. Yay! Oh, what a journey. But we're all settled and we're just about to head off to the hotel, get checked in there, and then we're all going out for some birthday celebration dinner. So we will catch up with you later. We're going to come back later, check on Beanie, make sure her plats are in, ready for tomorrow. Exciting! We can't wait. We're so excited. Anyway, catch up with you later. Hi, we've been out for dinner. I've come back to Plat Bean. She has got her little... And under there are some Windsor-worthy plats, we hope. I shall see in the morning just how good they are. We will wait and see. But look, oh, she's munching away. She's settled really well. Yeah, she seems really happy. So fingers crossed she'll get a good night's sleep. It is now 10:30 at night and I've just finished platting. So... here's the dedication, here's for the cause. Yeah, let's see how we get on tomorrow. I've been out for dinner. I'm so scruffy. I did have my hair down when I went out for dinner and I've just tied it back to do the plaits. So I did look fairly respectable. I look so tired. It is definitely time to get to bed. Yeah, I'm gonna get back to the hotel, have a cup of tea and get some sleep because I am so pooped. Fingers crossed for tomorrow, guys. But look at this wispy, weird bit of hair. What's going on in the world? I feel so tired and old. Wow. I just put my music on and the first song to play was Eye of the Tiger, which is, it's just a sign, isn't it? And then, do you know what? I stayed at Karen's last night, or Bean stayed at Karen's last night, and she said to me, I always think, would I love my horse any less if I come last? And the answer's no. And I thought, oh, do you know what? I love that. I love the thought that we don't love them any less, no matter how badly they do. We're here and that's the main thing, is just to enjoy it and have fun with them, and it doesn't really matter about the result, does it? So that pressure I think I'm taking off myself, because it doesn't really matter. We're just going to go in, enjoy our round, and it'll be what it'll be. I'm nervous. I'm like, oh look, I look still as anything. I feel like I'm really shaking, but yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So my sister's just getting her ready, and yeah, we're all good. We'll get there.
Because sometimes
Mum, you can imagine what Mum comes
I was chatting away to while I'm filming.
See, like all that I'd have to cut out.
I
See
know.
what I mean? And especially if it's a good bit of footage and she's
Eyes got a little bit heavy.
bless, you got to do loads of work, yeah.
Not loads, it's about 3 minutes, don't worry.
And I giggle to myself, so I'm like, oh my god. That might beat the Tom Cruise moment. We're there. We got it. We got it, girl. Oh my god, I feel sick.
Oh my god, it's a golf cart!
Oh my god.
Stop it.
Oh, should I give you my phone?
Yeah.
I don't really want that in my pocket.
Mum knows how to unlock it and stuff.
Oh my god.
Does she?
Yeah.
You'll need to be on the grass warm-up at 3 o'clock this afternoon.
Hang on, I'm not telling you.
In the arena now we have Heather Houlihan, up to the gate with Megan Jeffrey, 2 Amy Battle, 3 Ruth Walker, 4 Nicola Foley, 5 Alexandra Hart, 6 Angela Polbury.
Comes for Nicola Foley. She rides her own Princess Tiavini, number 743. Over the last clear for DC Nicola Foley and
Good girl.
Princess Tiabini. So that leaves the Forces Equine police team on a total of 8 teams. Score of 8. Over the last and clear for DC Nicola Foley and Princess Tiabini. So that leaves the Forces Equine police team.
Go on, Nick. Go on, Nick. Well done, Nick! Hi. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Oh my God.
She was
Look
mega.
at that face. Look at that face.
She was mega in there.
She was mega.
She was.
What a
Yes,
dude.
please. I wanted that before I went in.
What a
I could've
dude.
cursed you. I was like, where's my groom?
What a good
Where's my
girl.
groom?
What
I
a
said,
good
"Where's my
girl.
groom?"
Well, on fifth place, Windsor Police. This is financial investigator Bonnie Clark riding figure over Amerset. Police Central Laura Hughes riding Pembroke Hollywood. Police staff Jasmine Hall and then followed in by the Forces Equine police team. That is Sergeant Amy from West Yorkshire Police on Bone Heights, Sansara, PCB Walker, Homicide Police on Bello Biscotto, Taxi Constable Nicola Foley from Lincoln Police on Princess Diarina. In third place, the Forces Equine second team, that was Bombardier Harry Holt, Lance Bombardier Millie and Sergeant Alana Sturkey. So they were the forced teams. Then we moved on to the non-horse unit. Remember, these are the ones who are competing for the Queen's Plate. And they were from Hurstpierpoint College. Ralph Berkby, Isla Abadou, Danielle Ikaga, RAF Team Lightning, Wing Commander Sarah Boone, Air Specialist Rowan Hewitt, Light Lieutenant Nicole. The winning team from Section B, the non-mounted unit, competing for the Queen's Plate Trophy. And this is the winning. That's last call for Stilton, Yamaha, Trooper Dandy, Wellington, and Trooper Reese Jones with Rochester. So now we welcome in the two winning teams. You have the 5th to 2nd in each of the sections, providing our back line. And now they're joined by the winning team from Section B, the non-mounted unit, competing for the Queen's Plate Trophy. And this is the winning team. This is Army Team Malta, consisting of Lieutenant Ellie McLean with Quality Guard the second, Lance Bombardier Charlotte Punch and Casanara Dream, and Private Charlotte Gears with West
Of Bahrain Services Team Jumping. Yorkshire Police's team, Police Sergeant Rachel Redmond, Staff Officer Emma Jo Thorpe and Police Constable Faye North. Diffid Powers, Met and Northumbria Police Forces were then the Army's Marlborough team, Lieutenant Ellie McLeay, Lance Bombardier Charlotte Pudge and Private Charlotte Kears. Our next police team came from the Thames Valley and their equestrian. Sail Boobaloo and DC Alice Petrie on Castle Comus Sea. In second place, Forces Equine Kent police team. That's PC Philippa Ratton and Regal de Rouet, PC Francesca Martin with Waygood, Lance Corporal Hunt with Reaper, Lance Corporal Holmes with Yankee. And in second place, the Household Cavalry Mounted Regiment Rhine team. That's Lance Corporal Skilton with Yamaha, Trooper Dandy with Wellington and Trooper Reese Jones with Rochester. So now we welcome in the two winning teams. You've had the 5th to 2nd in each of the sections, providing our back line. And now they're joined by the winning team from Section B, the non-mounted unit, competing for the Queen's Plate Trophy. And this is the winning team. This is Army Team Marlborough, consisting of Lieutenant...
Household Cavalry Mounted Regiment are winners of the Queen's Plate and